Okay, we're going to start by cutting the eyes out on the Googly. As you can see, I've already done this eye over here. That was the one I used for the pictures that will also be included on this CD. I'm going to start by taking the diamond perfector and incising around the eye like so. The reason we're doing this is when we start to cut out the eye, it won't chip as easy with that incising line around there, because as you're cutting it out, when you get to that line, it'll kind of stop and it'll be much less apt to chip. Okay, I'm going to take an X-Acto knife and start a hole in the center of the eye. I'm just going to start twirling it. By the way, this is being done on Greenware, not Softfire. If I have to ship you your heads, it'll probably be in Softfire because I'm not sure the Greenware will ship okay. But I prefer to do all of my eye cutting on Greenware and then Softfire it and clean it. But like I say, you may have to do this on Softfire if the heads have been shipped to you. Okay, so I'm going to twirl the knife until I get almost the width of the knife here. Gently blow off the dust. As you can see, I've got a nice little round hole here, but we have to get it carved out now to the rest of the size of the eye. So I'm just going to gradually, very short little strokes, keep carving a circle going around the eye. Take just a little bit off at a time. Okay, can you see where I've gone there? Okay, now I'm going to carve a little bit more of this off. And keep working towards that incising line. Do not go any farther than the incising line, and as you get close to the line, keep the knife straight so you're carving straight in and not at an angle. You can angle it until you get close to the line, but then after that, straighten your knife out so you're cutting straight on in. Do not go any bigger than your incising line or your eyes are going to end up too big. You want her to be a googly with a nice little round eye, but you don't want huge eyes here, so no bigger than the incising line. Okay, we've almost got it here. Do a couple more little cuts here. Okay. A few more right down in here. Okay, I've pretty well got it out to the size of the eye itself. Now I'm going to take a white nylon bristle brush and I'm going to lay it inside the eye hole and clean all the way around this circle here. So I want to clean the entire eye area from the front. I want to brush that incising line off of there so I can't see it. See, I actually still have to cut a little bit bigger here, but I'm going to smooth this out first. Now I'm going to go back in with the knife and get my exact shape I want. Keep the knife totally straight. Don't angle it. That's when your eye starts to get too big, so keep the knife parallel with. Okay, I'm going to finish going around the edge here and getting it the size I want. And getting it carved out to the edge of this incising line. I've almost got it. Keep working around the eye. Okay, now I'm going to go back in, smooth that off again. I had a knife slip right there. And I've got a little scratch I need to cover up here eventually. Okay, now I'm ready to use the eye sizers. This one, when it's done, I think will take about a 16 to an 18 millimeter eye. I think it's going to be an 18 millimeter, but I'm going to start with the 20 millimeter sizer. I'm going to go up a size from what I think the finished eye is going to be. So I'm going to start with an 18 and make a few turns. Do this very gently so you don't break out the eye. Okay, when that starts to fit really well, lightly blow the dust out of the way. Okay, that should be enough for that one at the moment. I'm going to switch to the 18 millimeter eye sizer. I'm going to go down one size. Okay, I'm going to insert that and give it a few turns. Okay, I'm going to go back with the 20 millimeter. And give it a few more turns again. Now, the way the eye fits in, the way the eye sizer, fits in the head is pretty much the way the eye is going to fit. So as you can see, this eye sizer fits up in there really well. So your eye should too. Just going to give it a couple last minute turns here. Then I'm going to take the brush and smooth my outside edges. Okay. And that gives us a set of eyes then. Okay, now remember this is still Greenware. It's not been soft fired. So I want to take a Greenware cleaning brush, one of these real soft ones. I'm going to blot off the excess. And I just want to check for any pinholes or air bubbles, anything on the head that needs fixed. If I can fix it in the Greenware stage, okay, like I don't know if the camera can get in close enough to see this little pinhole right here, but it's much easier to fix in the Greenware stage than it is after it's been soft fired. I can just take and run the brush across there a couple of times in the same direction. Don't go in a circle or anything. Rub back and forth in the same direction, and that fills in that hole. Okay, when you pour the Greenware, if it's the slightest bit cold, it will, and I have a lot of air conditioning going on here, so as my husband poured it, when it's taken out of the mold, it'll develop like a little bit of scum on the nose or the high points of the face, and most of the time those will go away in the soft firing. But right now I can just take the water after I've blotted the brush and just go over that nose, and it'll take that scum off of there. So then I know I'm safe and that it's not going to be there after it's soft fired. Okay, this is actually a really good mold and a really good pour, and there isn't much here to fix, but I'm just going to go over and make sure there's no little tiny minute pinholes or air bubbles here that might grab the paint, because they are easier to fix in the Greenware stage than after they've been soft fired. Okay, I'm going to incise my name on my initials on the back of it. I'm going to put the year on it. And this head is ready to soft fire.